Ag Day Weather, brought to you by BASF. Farmers have the biggest job on earth. The population is increasing, yet farmland isn't. So farmers have taken on the challenge of producing high-quality crops. With help from BASF, it's in the farmers' hands.
Welcome back to Ag Day here with Mike Hoffman. Mike, you mentioned earlier that this low here is kind of what we're watching as far as being a weather maker this week.
Yeah, it's going to depend on the development and the track of it, but it really looks like a lot of the Corn Belt has a good chance of some rain later in the week, and the upper Midwest has an excellent chance of getting a soaking rain. But again, we're just going to have to watch that system. It has very little moisture with it right now, but it is coming across the Rockies. And as we put the maps into motion, you can see it'll be moving eastward, but just absolutely no moisture with it quite yet until we start to see the Gulf moisture get involved. And actually, by later on today, we can begin to see that plume of moisture coming northward into the lower Mississippi Valley, even eastern Texas. And that is what will feed that system and really produce a lot of rain as we head through the rest of the week, the way it looks. High pressure then, you can see building across the upper Midwest. This first front has little moisture along it either. It's just going to be kind of the first little shot of cooler air, keeping it cool across the Great Lakes, as you can see there. But it stalls out across Illinois and Indiana, and that'll be the focus for some overrunning rains then to develop as we head into Wednesday afternoon and on into the latter parts of the week. In fact, as we head through Wednesday or tomorrow, you can see the rain starting to develop into parts of Minnesota, but also that plume of moisture coming northward, and it's going to be a pretty powerful storm. It's going to have a fair amount of wind with it around it as well. Not necessarily in thunderstorms, although that could come also as we head into Thursday and Friday, but nonetheless, this storm system is going to be one to watch, and there'll be more energy, probably another little system feeding up along this cold front that will add to it as we go through the week. So believe me, this is going to be a pretty big weather maker, especially Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of this week. There's the estimated rainfall over the past 24 hours, as you can see, and we'll add on the next 36 hours, and you can see how we start to get that moisture into parts of Missouri and Arkansas with a little bit of rain there. Still some in South Florida, and of course we're getting some into western Washington and Oregon as well. Here are the high temperatures. There's the warm air right through the middle of the country. Still on the cool or pleasant side in the northeast, and those are some chilly numbers in the northwest, especially the northern Rockies, some pretty cold numbers in the higher elevations. And you can see tomorrow morning some 40s showing up across much of the upper Midwest and into the northern Rockies, 60s and 70s through the central and southern plains, and it still warms up, stays warm in the central plains for now, but you will be cooling down, and that's because of the next trough coming in. This is a preliminary little shot, but then watch what happens here. This is a nice little trough coming in. There's Friday and on into Saturday and on into Sunday as well. That will sweep across the upper Midwest and many parts of the Corn Belt. That's a look across the country. Now let's take a look at some local forecasts. First of all, for Everett, Washington, mostly cloudy, some spotty showers today. High temperature around 55 degrees. Valentine, Nebraska, mostly sunny and warm with a high around 80. And Vincennes, Indiana, morning fog, then partly sunny and warm, high of 82 degrees.